14th, 1994, Philadelphia. Darkness finally retreats before the sirens, marking the end of a bloody manhunt. Behind this ordinary fence, inside this old house, lies the unspeakable, the true face of horror. Daniel Mercer steps out with his hands up. The police have no idea of the monstrosity waiting inside. The living room looks normal, but the stench of decay in the walls betrays a different reality. Mercer listened to his records here, a calm facade before indulging in his macabre collection of human trophies. Every corner was a stage. Mercer didn't just kill, he filmed every act of barbarity. To him, they were not human beings, but mere subjects for his experiments. Food rots on the table. Mercer stopped living like a man, letting mold take over his life. The floor is soaked in dried blood. Each pool tells of a life cut short by madness. Time stopped here, a home frozen in filth, a sanctuary for murderous insanity. Even the smallest corners of the house ooze horror. The kitchen was his lab. This metal tub was used for the systematic processing of bodies. In this notebook, Mercer logged his tortures with surgical precision, turning agony into protocol. The air is thick with the smell of iron. Basins of blood litter the floor, revealing the scale of the carnage. To Mercer, human beings were nothing more than cuts of meat. In the fridge, carefully labeled pots, the remains of cannibalistic banquets wait in the cold. He collected eyes, teeth, and entrails, the trophies of a predator's life. Upstairs, doors locked from the inside. Something had to stay locked away, forever. The attic isn't for storage, it's an extension of the nightmare. Stained bags pile up in the dark. The scent of death soaks into every floorboard. The very structure of the house seems to groan, slowly revealing its darkest secrets. Under the floor, stairs lead into the dark. Mercer built his sanctuary of pain there. The basement is a death workshop. Saws, axes, and scalpels were used to butcher his prey. Mercer used the chainsaw with precision, turning torture into an endless performance. In these cages, victims waited their turn, helpless against the fate of those before them. A tripod facing the bars, Mercer filmed every second of human degradation. On this iron bed, he practiced necrophilia, maintaining his grip long after the final breath. Marks on the mattress speak of repeated violence, a theater of systematic desecration. A restraint chair and IV drips, Mercer kept his victims conscious to prolong their ordeal. The straps are worn from desperate struggles. No one left that steel embrace alive. Behind the door, human flesh hangs like a butcher shop. Mercer managed his livestock of corpses. Under the rain, the earth yields its secrets. Silhouettes wrapped in black plastic are unearthed. 6 new bodies were unearthed, forgotten victims adding to Mercer's unbearable toll. At the end of the hall, Sarah Bennett emerged, covered in blood, her body marked by hell. She is alive, but her hollow stare speaks of a soul broken by 3 months of captivity. Sarah does not speak. She is the only voice that can one day tell the horror of this house. The Daniel Mercer case remains one of Philadelphia's darkest. Combining sadism, cannibalism, and necrophilia, he dehumanized his victims through 150 hours of macabre footage. In 5 years, he claimed 16 victims. Only Sarah Bennett survived, enduring 3 months of hell in the shadows of the basement before being rescued. Sentenced to 16 consecutive life terms, Mercer ended his days in total isolation, taking his secrets with him behind the walls of Eastern State Penitentiary. As for the house, it was completely razed shortly after, thus erasing the traces of its horror. Before his final transfer, an investigator asked him one last question. "Do you have any remorse for all the blood you've spilled?" Mercer simply leaned in with a faint smile. and replied in a flat voice, "Why would I have remorse? I didn't kill them. I immortalized them."